Good morning, all you buff guys and gals around the world. It is Thomas, joined with my dad Richard for another episode of the Two Buff Guys. Today, William looks like he's not here. How's it going, huh?
It's fine, thank you. I didn't get much sleep last night because about 3 o'clock in the morning, your brother arrived, surprise visit. So he arrived, he spent a few hours, he's out traveling at the moment, so unfortunately not able to join us today. But in spite of that, I managed to wake up and do some exercise. I don't think he's done so much today. I know that he did a lot yesterday, but he's looking good. I can say that for sure because I sat with him at breakfast today. Very impressive so far. And you're looking good as well. How's your week gone?
It's been a good week, busy week. Lots of steps, hopefully. Just feeling good about myself. Yesterday was a day where I had some friends over. We were doing some work on the man cave garage, the gym, what's going to be the center of physical excellence.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yeah. It's just been a good week. Very, very, very happy. Very excited. Good to be back here. Really good.
Definitely. Fully agree with you there.
Yeah.
During the vacation, I've kept up my progress and I am just at 4,163 kilometers. By the time we talk again next week, I will be there in Nampa.
Wow.
4241, then I'm on 4163. So I will have walked all the way from here to your place. So I need yours and William's updated, but I know you guys have been doing well as well. So
wow.
I wish it was the reality. I wish it was physically there, but virtually I've done it.
Yeah, it is one of those things when you when you've been so apart for so long, which to everybody watching, it's been almost 2 years. At this point, it's been almost 2 years since we've all sat down together and just had each other's company. And so, yeah, definitely a lot has happened in those 2 years that, we certainly missed getting together, talking about face to face. So when it happens, fingers crossed, we're really excited for it. Yeah.
Definitely. In terms of the 2 years, except for a few more wrinkles and a few more gray hairs, I feel better now than I did 2 years ago. So we're obviously doing the right things. So looking back to last week, what went well? So for me, what went well is that I've been traveling a lot. I was up in Munich. We drove back down from Austria on Sunday. I managed to get my 18,000 steps in on the driving day. I woke up really early, even though it was 18 hours door to door. I woke up at something like 3:30, 3:45 a.m., went for a walk. Then we started driving, and on the way, we stopped at some rest areas and walked. And when we got home, finally at about 11 p.m. UK time, I walked and got the rest of the steps in. So that was something I really didn't want to fall down on this week. I've been tired. I managed to. There was one day when I was short of the 18,000 because I was up to Munich and back, and it was a terrible day at work. But even so, I have managed to keep my average higher than my minimum commitment. So
Yeah,
that went well. I'm feeling good. I'm as I get older, the driving is harder. So it takes like driving and alcohol, two things. When as you get older, it's harder to recover from a long drive. As you get older, it's harder to recover from a few beers on a Friday night.
yeah.
So I've been suffering the tiredness, but I have managed to keep going. So
Yeah.
my challenge was to get back on track. I am pretty proud of my getting back on track.
Good.
You'll see in a moment that, yeah, there was some damage done during the vacation.
Yeah.
But the damage done wasn't as bad as it would have been in previous years. That's because I kept up the exercise. So I did okay with getting back on track. What about you? You 1,000 per week?
13,000 per week.
No, you said
No,
14,000.
I said 13. It was 3,000 more than the 10 I committed to. It was.
Oh, no. All right then.
So, and just to add to what you were saying before, I was thinking a little bit about this because I think it was 2 weeks ago we were all sitting here and we were talking about. You were asking us if on vacation it's okay to sort of the fish and chips example. That's what we had where we were talking about. Is it all right to go for something that you wouldn't normally have that isn't the healthy thing? And I've been thinking about it quite a lot recently. And I thought to myself, well, vacations. They're supposed to be full of things that you don't normally get to do because you don't normally get to go on vacations, So I think coming back with maybe a couple extra pounds, I don't know how to phrase this right. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think if you've gone over there and you just had a blowout and you just did you just let all of that progress fall by the wayside, I think, yeah, then we got a bit of a problem. But I think if you come back, you're 3 or 4 pounds heavier. Number one, I don't think that it was that high. I just can't see, because with you, I can't see it having been that high. But I think if you come back a little bit heavier, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay. I fully agree with you.
Yeah.
What really it gets me going is these people that say, I can't eat that. I'm not going to. No.
Yeah.
People say for some certain choice reason they can't eat something.
Yeah.
I respect their choices, but what they actually mean is I have decided not to eat something.
Mm-hmm.
So in my vacation, I decided that I can eat anything I want to eat.
Yeah.
And I need to make sure that I really enjoy it. And I need to make sure that I keep up the exercise and I see it exactly as you say as something that I wouldn't normally do.
Mm-hmm.
If I have fish and chips once or twice, then that's great.
Yeah.
If I have fish and chips every night, then there's a problem. If I have
exactly.
English breakfast every day, then
Yeah.
that's good. So I believe that I had a good mix of enjoyment. I didn't want to come back and say, oh, I really wish I did this, or I really wish I did that, because then you live your life full of regret. And then the next time you go, you just go absolutely crazy, having double of everything because you didn't have it last time.
Yeah.
So, okie dokie.
Yeah, there's all that. What is it? The FOMO, the fear of missing out.
Exactly.
And so yeah, you won't have it for a long time. So it's I've got to do this, and this, and I've got to have a larger amount because of that. But yeah, absolutely. So sorry, just
tell me about your week then.
Stressful. It's been a tough week at work, challenging week at work. It's one of the reasons why I love my job. I like coming in and there's challenges. It definitely takes a toll, but yeah, just I came into work this week and I had people telling me basically we need to achieve what for us is a pretty impossible goal, and we were able to achieve it, and we were able to do it working hard, sticking to the commitments that I've made. So there's been no sort of negative fallout as a result of this. I've been sticking to trying to be healthier, trying to exercise more. Like you said, meet my minimum goal, if not exceed it. Yeah, I've been pretty happy with the way it's gone this week.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. So the progress towards. So with my weight, I put it green because I've only gained slightly throughout the holiday.
Are we supposed to see it?
Yeah. Do you not? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. So, thank you. That's sharing is caring. Share screen. It's much easier now. I've got the back at home with the multiple screens. So,
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
well, you definitely said 14 because I
I
wrote
guess
when you said it, but that's okay.
no. I guess I did then. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So for my weight, I put it as green because I only gained slightly. So I see that as positive.
Mm-hmm.
The downside is that for me to get to the 85 goal, that's calculated on a week on, week on, week on, week on, week on reduction. So every single week losing a little bit. So that means there's a reasonably big gap now between where I should be now and where I actually am. So I have to work harder. In terms of the 5,000 kilometers in 2021, I'm still on track with that. So I'm doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? 36. Using a tape measure. Okay.
Yeah, using a tape measure. Yeah. I think I'm there. I think I'm there actually. Had a tape measure yesterday. I was right around 36, just shy of 37.
Okay.
But I think I'm getting there. The lose 4 kilograms, like I said, I don't think that's going to be I don't think that's going to be something I want to keep. I think I'm already past that point. I think I've been past that point. And
Okay.
cutting down on bread, I don't have it for breakfast. For lunch now, you'd actually be pretty surprised. I no longer have the atypical peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I
Okay.
switched it up. I've gone to tuna.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can get them over there, but in America, you've got these little snack packs. It comes with a little spoon, and it is tuna. It's a little bit flavored, but it's made for people that are trying to lose weight, and so that it says it's a portion size. So I've swapped that out for the traditional sandwich.
Okay.
So now there's really no part of my day that consists of bread.
That's excellent.
I think that's my biggest thing. We did a grocery run yesterday. There was no soda in that grocery run. There was no fizzy beverages. We went water, and green tea. Um, yeah, I think both myself and Lily, my fiance, we're doing good. We're just trying to get into good shape for when she walks down the aisle, because she's doing it twice. She graduates in December, and we're getting married, in case nobody here knew, next October. So we're trying to do some real good here in this last stretch.
You're not trying. You're always doing good. So trying means kind of, well, yeah, maybe I will, maybe I won't. You're seeing the progress.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about the 4 kilos. One of the things that's really helped me is this thing behind me, this tracking board. And one suggestion I have to you is go and buy yourself a small whiteboard and stick it up in your bathroom in front of the scale,
Yeah.
or behind the scale, and write down there your weight every few days. It's a really good way of keeping you honest with yourself. And when you get on there and you see that you've lost a pound or two, then it inspires me to lose a few more. And if I see that I've gone the other way, then it frustrates me and inspires me to try harder. So
Right.
that's my free piece of advice.
I think it's good advice. Absolutely.
Okay. And funnily enough, you kind of started to talk about today's topic already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Recovering from a holiday. It's really easy in my mind. You get back from your holiday, you've done the things that you wanted to do. You've eaten the things that you wouldn't normally eat.
Yeah.
It's it can be quite dangerous because when you come back from the holiday, for some time you're still kind of in holiday mood. So, hey, yeah, I I enjoyed my butter then. So, and we got some bread in the freezer, so I may as well have toast with butter, and I may as well do this. And okay, I'll, I'll get back on track sometime soon.
Yeah,
What?
and not to mention coming back from a vacation, typically you've got an empty refrigerator. So if you live in somewhere like, somewhere here, it's very easy to just, let's just get some groceries in, tomorrow or whatever, and let's just order in because we don't have anything. So,
Mhm.
mhm.
So, what would your advice be to people when getting back from a holiday? So they've had their fun. Now it's time to get back on track. What would your advice be?
I've actually done this myself a couple of times. I've scheduled grocery delivery with good ingredients for the day I get home. So there's no excuse. There's no, oh, I've got nothing at home. I've got to do this. I've got to go and eat bad food. Take care of it. Um, Buy a bunch of stuff that you know is going to be good for you, and a bunch of stuff that you know you're going to eat. Stuff that's healthy but also tasty. And come home, uh, shower, get clean, get all the grime from the road, um, rest, take a nap, or go out and get some exercise, whatever helps you just feel better. And then when you're done with all of that, eat a good meal, a small meal, a healthy meal, and then after that, go and get a very good night's sleep. No, I don't think it's very difficult. I think most things in life, that could be studying or achieving at work, can be solved by eating good food, getting out and getting some good exercise, getting a good workout in, and getting really really good sleep at the end of the day.
That's excellent advice. I I've done so many long distance flights, 10 hours and above. And the easiest thing you can do when you get to the other end is just crawl into bed.
Mm,
From my experience, the worst thing you can do is just crawl into bed. Your advice is good. Get yourself a shower, then you feel good.
yeah,
Get out there, irrespective of whether it's 1 a.m. or 1 p.m.
yeah,
Go and do some exercise. It
yeah,
doesn't need to be run a marathon, but go and do something. Go and walk around, stretch yourself. And then finally, when you come back, if you're hungry, eat something,
mm,
but eat something good.
yeah,
When I've been staying in hotels, it's really easy just to open up the mini bar and say, oh, there's peanuts in there, and there's a Toblerone and all kinds of stuff that's nice, but not good for you.
right,
But you're best off, particularly if you're in a place like Singapore or America, of course, is you can always find food.
right,
You can always find fast food. You can always find good food. It's just
right,
you might need to look a little bit differently. So
yeah.
get the food, eat it, get back, and then get some rest.
Right, and it's also a really good way of getting to know a place that you've never been before, or even a place that you have been before. But you know, like you said, you used to get off a long flight and go to bed. So you might not know this one street that might have a market where they make this incredible salad with a poultry or a fish that you never had before. There's so much. I think back to when we went to Dubai. We went to this place, this absolutely incredible place, and we had a great vacation. I absolutely loved it. But there must have been so much more beyond that radius that we went, so much more um, of a traditional experience that we may have missed out on.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if we had gone out, maybe if we'd gone out early, or maybe if we had gone out late in the evening for a walk, maybe we would have been able to experience that a little bit more. That I think that getting out there is always just. I think it's a good way of finding things that you wouldn't typically.
I agree with you, depending on the city, but
Yeah,
that's another story.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, then. So time is running. Let's see. This week's challenge. My spelling is terrible. I am definitely this week going to drop at least 2 kilos. 2 kilos is about 4.5 pounds for our viewers in America and in the UK that don't use kilos, but about 4.5 pounds. It's challenging. I really, really, really want to be 85 kilos by Christmas. So I've got to put the work in now. I'll do that by going upping the exercise and not necessarily upping the number of steps per day, but upping the speed of the steps, doing some more hills when I can, and really, really cutting out the crap food. So go back to the way that I was before the vacation. So that's my challenge. Aggressive, but possible. What about you?
I'm definitely sticking with the 14,000 steps. I've been really enjoying it, and it's been a challenge. It's been fun. With that being said, I'm also going to be putting up the punching bag finally this week. The garage needs to be cleared out. We've done all the work now, so now it's time to start having some fun. So I want to get 3 workouts in on the punch bag as well.
Okay.
And then it's starting to, the season's starting to turn out here in America, out here in Idaho. We've got lots of leaves starting to fall, so I've got a lot of work to do this week out in the yard. So I want to maybe try and do it in a way that's going to be it's a little bit healthier. So not come in for a big lunch, not drink unhealthy beverages, not just kind of dawdle around. I want to get out there and I want to hustle and I want to clear it up and get a good workout out of it. So that those are going to be my 3 things: boxing, steps, and the yard.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds feasible. I was out this afternoon. I was a little bit short on my steps.
Yeah.
So I went out, picked up a few things here and there, and it's amazing how you can easily get a couple of thousand steps in.
Yeah.
And if you really put some effort into it, walk faster, bend down a lot more, bend down, you can do it the efficient way. Over the years, I've become very efficient at doing things because people who tend to be overweight tend to be optimized. Rather than bend down 4 or 5 times, we tend to find a way to achieve the same result by bending down once or twice.
Yeah.
Now what I do when I'm out walking as well, I pick up trash that I see. I pick up plastic bottles that people have thrown away. I pick up a few things here and there, and every time you bend down, it's exercise. So I do that. You help the environment, you help your body, and you feel good doing it. So
yeah.
Okay.
Now, what you could do, I don't know if this is what you're already doing. You can go out with a trash bag, and you can go, and the further from your home that you get, you add more trash. Your trash is getting heavier, and basically you're basically working, and it's getting progressively just a little bit more difficult because you're adding more to it. Okay. And then what you could do, instead of dropping it off in a dumpster somewhere, you could set yourself a goal of where you're going to walk it to. I don't know, just kind of spitballing, as they say, and playing around with the ideas. But I don't know, maybe that's something that you could try.
Yeah, that could well be. I'll consider it, because sometimes if I know that the next trash can's a long way away, I don't bother to pick up what I see.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have a plastic bag with me, then it's a possibility. Okay, that's something for the future. So There was my wonderful downward trend. There we were just before the vacation. Just before the vacation, it was 93.5. And this morning it was 95.2. So 3.5, 4.5. So 1.7 kilos, that's about 3 pounds is the overall gain. Which in it, it's not very much, but it's still not where I want to be. So I'm going to get this thing going down by the time we meet next week.
Yeah.
I think to get down to 90 kilos by next week, 5 kilos not reasonable, but if I get down to, let's say, 92, I'll be happy. And then to the steps. Hey, there you were talking about, I'm not sure, I don't think I said 14. Average daily 17,000. 10, that must be 15 there. So you did 14,000 every day anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. When William and I, when he said, you know what, I don't want, I want to compete with Thomas. I'm not going to let him have more steps. I was like, this ain't going to happen. I'm already losing the battle to you. I can't keep coming in third place.
As long as your waist is down close to 36, you're not losing the battle to anybody. You're winning for yourself.
Right.
And of course, you won't beat me on steps. No way, Jose.
That's a lot of steps. 18,455 average steps.
Yeah, and I had this one day
where it just did. Yeah.
So what do we have? I put the driving day was the day before. This was Sunday. No, this was Monday, I guess. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, this was Monday. So Sunday, I got 18,000 plus, about 19,000. But I drove up to Munich really early on Wednesday morning. Had a hard day in the office on Wednesday. I just walked around and around and around and around after work just to get the steps in. But Thursday, I couldn't sleep in the hotel on Wednesday night. On Thursday, I just overslept, couldn't get much steps in. And then when I finally got home in the evening, your mum was sick and I was tired. So I said, look, I'll just get to about 11K and then I'll just call it a day. And we went to bed early. But that's history now. This week the week ahead will be better. Williams, I don't have his steps yet, so we'll have to update his next week. So all in all, we're doing good.
It's been a pretty good week. Yeah.
So nothing to complain about.
No, absolutely not.
And I see that we had a few views this last week. We're not reaching too big an audience, but we have some regular comments, or regular visitors, so that's good. Also, I have people that work with me and for me, and I work for them. They regularly say, hey, come on, switch the camera on, let's see what's behind. I have a few people that I work with who we've inspired. So we're doing good, so I cannot complain. So that being said, young man, it's about time for you to do your stuff again.
All righty, guys. Another week in the books. Another week full of challenges, fun, excitement, and just overall achieving goals. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another week of Three Buff Guys. We absolutely just love doing this every weekend, and we're going to be back at you next week with something new and exciting. For that, with that being said, thank you guys so much, and goodbye for now.